So good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. Are you using your wisdom today? Have you begun? I know it's early and maybe you guys are the person who says, I can't start my day without coffee. Not there, work very hard not to be there. Um, I can't start my day without prayer. I can't start my day without deep breaths. I can't start my day without hearing something good in the morning. Good morning, Stacey. I can't start my day without hearing something good or like a ministry or reading scripture, but I can absolutely start my day without coffee. And I can start my day without coffee in a good mood. So I would love it that you learn to be in a good place when you start your day. This morning, I won't be on long. So on Wednesdays, I typically come on at 8:15. If you are new to me, my name is Kenesha Berry. I am a mindset relationship life coach. The reason I talk about mindset is because listen, when your mindset change, everything change. Your money will change, your love will change, your relationship will change. You will begin to draw to yourself what you really want, not what you believe that you can only have. And so I help my clients begin to recognize that the power that they are looking for that oftentimes they think is out there is really in here and it's in here. It's in the way you're thinking. And because of the way you're thinking, you are being. And once you change your thinking and your being and your habits, you change your life. So if you're that person who's thinking, I might could use some of that, make sure you go to verythoughtfullife.com and book a free 30-minute consultation. But today, what I want to equip you with on this Wednesday, on this Wisdom Wednesday, I want to equip you with skills and tools and strategy for dealing with fear. Because I understand that oftentimes the only thing that stops us is the fear and the thoughts that we put on things. It is the biggest fear is the fear of rejection. So if you're the person who struggles with that fear, make sure you click on the link, whether on Instagram or on Facebook, and say, that's me, that's me. Because here's the truth, it's me too. There are some areas in my life where I struggle with rejection. But here's the thing, because I know everything is a mind game, I'm always looking for what is the story I'm telling myself about this idea that these people will reject me? And what is it that I'm telling myself I can't handle if they do? Because I need to get past that really fast because I have a new level that I want to go to. In order to go to that, I'm going to have to do some things that are uncomfortable. And in order for you to get anywhere in life, to get to the next level, you have to, excuse me, you have to do something that is uncomfortable. And the reason you're uncomfortable is because of the fear. It's usually because of the ideas that you're telling yourself that will happen. It is usually the fear of rejection. So here's what I want you to know about rejection. It doesn't exist. You might think, what? Yes, it does. I've been rejected before. No, what you did before, what I've done in the past is I tell myself a story according to what happened because it didn't go the way I thought, assumed, or wanted it to go. So I didn't really experience rejection. I just began after the event, after I asked for the ask or had the experience, particularly for years, I was a graphic designer, still have the skill, but don't do it for finances. But for years in my career, working at a television station, working at a nonprofit, I was a graphic designer. So here I am with the spirit of fear, with the rejection, like believing that everything was about me being rejected, having all this low self-esteem built around this concept that really at deep core that I wasn't enough. But what that I am not enough belief was telling me is that everything and everyone rejects you. Now, here I am, a graphic designer where people have the right, my bosses and anyone who's looking have the right to critique my work. What I didn't know then that I absolutely know now, that there is a difference between them rejecting my work than rejecting me. But when you are dealing with your like emotional, I call it a soul wound. My clients hear that word all the time. When you're dealing with your emotional soul wound, you think the rejection is you. But many times they're just rejecting your idea, your concept, maybe your art. Perhaps they may even be rejecting your behavior. And when you learn that to separate, that there's a difference between a person rejecting me and rejecting my concepts or my ideas, you'll recognize that there is no such thing as rejection. You are fine. Here's one of the greatest ideas or concepts that come with this notion that there is no rejection. If you don't ask, if there's a thing that you desire right now and you're too afraid to ask, maybe you're on a job and you want a raise, or perhaps you want to go out with someone. There's someone you really think he's attractive, she's attractive, and you think, I want to ask them out, but you're afraid of the rejection. Maybe for you, it's you need a new client and you're afraid to make the phone call, right? You're telling yourself a story that if I call, they may say this, do that, or act a certain way, and I can't handle it. Here's the truth. You absolutely can handle it because you've done it before. Secondly, if you don't ask, nothing has changed. So if you don't get what you're asking for, still nothing has changed. So think about it like this. If you go in and you ask for the raise, whatever the story is you're telling yourself, you're not going to get fired for asking for a raise. That's not likely, right? But the story you begin to tell yourself is my boss is going to hate me. He's going to think less of me. I might get fired from my job. All of this is story. So now you don't ask. But if you ask and he says no, what has changed? Your income is the same. You're the same person you was when you walked in the office, when you come out. You just have a new piece of information, because maybe the new information is I can't give you a raise now. However, if we reach these goals, or if we accomplish this, or if you do these next tasks, then I can give you a raise. So now you have a new, now you're equipped with new information that can actually help you get the very thing that you want. So this is what I mean when I say there's no such thing as rejection. What you're doing is you need to learn to shift your mind. Think of it as information gathering. Because listen, the mind only wants something to hold on to. We give it something. When we give it fear, it holds on to it. When we give it love, it holds on to it. When we give it rejection, it holds on to it. So if you give the mind a new concept of rejection is, listen, we're just going in there to gather information. So whatever happens, then the mind is going to say, yo, I'm going to hold on to this new information that I have. It's literally looking for something to hold on to. And here's what's interesting. If you do not tell your mind what to hold on to, it's just going to hold on to the last thing, or it's going to hold on to the thoughts, behaviors, experiences you've had in the past, and it keeps holding on to them. So now you don't have the experience have you. You don't have the story has you. So I want you to learn how to use your mind to create the life you want by telling your mind, one, what it is that you want. Two, telling it how to get fear out of the way by relabeling, changing the language that you're using. And then three, taking action. This is what I do. This is how I help my clients. We start businesses, we get engaged, we write dissertations, we do whatever we have to do. We being my clients, these are kind of some of the things that I've helped people get through. We, walk away from jobs to start the business that we always wanted to start. We step into charging for that thing we've been doing for so long as a hobby, and too afraid and don't have the faith or don't have the worth belief that I'm worthy of charging for it. We move out of that mindset into thank you so much for your check for my services. So that's what I help my clients do. And that's what I would love to help you do too. If you are the woman on the other side of this video and you're watching this and you're exhausted and you're tired and you're thinking, my life is never going to change. Here's the thing. It won't unless you do something. It won't. It won't change unless you do something to change. And the changing will start with your mind. And the reason I say I'm a relationship mindset coach is because the best relationship you can ever have is the one you're having with yourself. That's the first relationship. Of course, you're one with God. But even if you're honest, many of us are having fear-based relationships with God. We are putting limitations on a limitless God because we have made God a concept of our thinking. And because we have made him a small God, we don't even step into all that the big God says is available to us, because our relationship with ourselves makes us small, makes us believe we're not worthy, keeps us from having the confidence we need, keeps us from moving forward. Now, if you're ready to work on that, if you're really committed and you say, you know what, I want more love in my life. I want to increase my income. I want to start the business. I want to shift and change the way I'm doing things. VeryThoughtfulLifeCoaching.com. Very Thoughtful Life. Go to VeryThoughtfulLife.com. Go today. Book a free 30-minute session. Listen, Listen to what I'm saying. Your mind may tell you, I'm not going to do that because whatever. It's a story. It's free. Nothing change until you change. Nothing will change until you do something different. What do you have to lose if you book a free 30-minute consultation with me to find out if my program will help you go to the next level? You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So I look forward to talking to you. I'm going to believe that you're watching this and you're already at verythoughtfullife.com and you're already booking your coaching session. And just to find out, hey, Kenesha, can you help me make it to the next level, whatever that is for you? Because I know that I can, and I'm excited to talk to you, to meet you. So listen, if you are really ready to be in the room and you say, you know what, I want to go, I want to do something new and fresh and different. Perhaps you committed to yourself this year that you was going to do new things and you find it's the end of the year and you haven't done it yet. Here's a new thing you can do. October 22nd, you can come out to the Million Dollar Mindset Conference. What did I say? Million dollar what? Mindset. If you want to make the money, you got to think different. Million Dollar Mindset Conference. You come out, you are going to have an amazing time. The event starts at 10, the doors will open at 9. We can't wait to see you there, and I can't wait to hear from you with your free consultation call. So the links are everywhere. On Instagram, you can find it. On YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, you can find it. Just click the link, make something happen, do something different. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.